Please welcome today's Master of Ceremonies, Zane Clark, SAMPE CEO.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 SAMPE Awards program. The SAMPEs. Hey, like a lot of things this year, this is going to be a little bit different tonight. We're going to have recorded messages from our honorees that have been captured from their home or their office, maybe their home office. But you know, when I take a step back and think about what really makes an awards program special, it's the community that comes together to celebrate. There's something very unifying about the cheers, the claps, the pat on the back as your friend or colleague makes his or her way to the stage to be recognized. There is very much a family element to sitting around the dinner table, sharing stories. Heck, you know, even the chicken is going to taste better under the lights of the banquet hall. Yeah, so tonight's going to be a little different, but there's a lot of things that are going to remain true and remain the same. We're going to recognize innovation and excellence. We are going to celebrate dedication, service, and commitment to SAMPE and the industry. We are going to honor our friends, and we are going to inspire the next generation to do great things. So grab a drink, settle in, and join me for the next hour as we celebrate the industry and we toast our friends. To get things kicked off, please welcome SAMPE North America President Tim Shaughnessy and Executive Vice President Jerome Byrne. All right, gentlemen, welcome. Man, what a roller coaster year, right?
Oh my God.
Yes, it has been.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about this, and there's just this whole new nomenclature that's been introduced into the psyche, if you will. And there's kind of 5 phrases that pop out in mind that maybe drive me a little crazy. So I'm curious to get your reaction on them. The 5 things are normal. Everything's a new normal, the next normal, right? That's one of them. Yeah. Then there is you're on mute. We get that a lot. And that's followed up by, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Mm-hmm. And then one of my favorites is pivot. We need to pivot to this. We need to pivot to virtual, pivot to that. And then the last one is, hey, can you see my screen? So I think we've tech checked all that stuff. So we should be in pretty good shape for tonight, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but listen, in all seriousness, it's been a crazy year, but I couldn't think of a better way to kind of wrap things up than to celebrating the deserving people within the SAMPE community. It's an honor to be here with both of you tonight. So before we jump into the first award of the evening, which is Organizational Excellence, I would love to get your guys' bounce on just, you know, what does the SAMPE's award mean to each of you from the perspective of a leadership position and a longtime member of SAMPE? I don't know, Tim, do you want to start?
Sure, I can start. So, you know, the SAMPE Awards to me, you know, it recognizes and gives honor for achievement both professionally and technically within a team or as an individual. So, you know, a lot of people spend a lot of years within SAMPE, a lot of years developing technologies. And I think it's important, you know, for professionally and for your resume, you know, to make sure that you have, you know, a SAMPE award on your resume, I think is a big achievement.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, you're right. It's this kind of reflection of the time and commitment made to SAMPE and the material and processing community. Jerome, what about you?
Hey, well said, Tim. I kind of echo your comments. SAMPE's been around for 75 years. It's a close-knit community of kind of M&P leaders around the world. And really, to get an award is you're being recognized by your peers, the brightest and the best. So if you were to receive a SAMPE award, and many of the folks that we're going to recognize today, job well done. I mean, your peers have put you forward, and it's a nomination process by your peers and recognizing your outstanding contributions. So well done.
Yeah, that's really the perfect way to kind of set the stage and kick tonight off. We're going to go into the Organizational Excellence Award, which really honors and exemplifies the best within the SAMPE community and the material and processing community itself. So let's hear who our honorees are tonight.
For almost 50 years, our first honoree has been a supplier and distributor of consumables and bonding products to the material and process engineering industry. A true industry partner and SAMPE member of 46 years, This company has supported the SAMPE Foundation, furnished critical composite material and laminate equipment to numerous universities, and been a regular presenter at industry conferences. An international company and the largest manufacturer of vacuum bagging and composite tooling materials for pre-preg autoclave, resin infusion, and wet layup processes, who has also taken steps into additive manufacturing. Our recipient is not just in the industry, but truly a part of the industry. It is our honor to recognize Airtech with the 2020 SAMPE Award in Organizational Excellence. Accepting the award on behalf of the Airtech team is Jeff Dahlgren, President and CEO.
Hello, welcome to Airtech. Airtech's a family company started in 1973 by my father, Bill Dahlgren, who's still doing really well and gets into the office fairly often. I'm Jeff Dahlgren. I started here in 1981 and have been a member of SAMPE since 1981, and my father since the 1960s. SAMPE's always been an important organization for Airtech. It's where we did a lot of networking, and the shows brought all of us together and allowed us to really do some good business and to learn what trends were going on so we could adjust our business for the future. SAMPE's been incredibly important to us over the years. This year, we received the Organizational Excellence Award from SAMPE. And from an organization that knows so much about what's going on in this industry, to have Airtech recognized this way is a great honor. And it's appreciated by our worldwide employees. Today, in a world that looks like this and this, having something like this for our employees to see brings back some stability that we all miss. Again, thank you, SAMPE, for giving us this award, and we look forward to our industry regaining its strength and moving on. Thank you.
It has been said of our next honoree that they are not about competing amongst other societies and like-minded entities, that they truly recognize that in this niche industry, we are truly stronger together. This organization has listened to the needs of the industry and has provided a powerful and effective conduit between government and industry to implement tools and beneficial projects. Over the past 5 years and through inspired leadership, they have recruited an active board of key decision makers from local advanced materials companies, making their efforts genuinely inclusive, bringing together public, private, community, industry, and education partners. This helped to assure growth and sustainability of Utah's advanced material and manufacturing industry. Promoting the growth of the advanced material industry, it is our pleasure to recognize the Utah Advanced Materials and Manufacturing and Initiative, UAMI. Accepting this honor is Dr. Tulinda Larson and Dr. Brent Strong.
As Executive Director of Utah Advanced Materials and Advanced Manufacturing, it is my pleasure to accept the SAMPE Award for Organizational Excellence. With me today is Brent Strong, CTO of UAMI and former Global President of SAMPE. Brent?
Thank you, Tulinda. It is a pleasure to present you with this award. UAMI is the kind of organization that SAMPE wants to recognize. UAMI has given much to the advanced materials and advanced manufacturing industry and is a wonderful partner for SAMPE.
Thank you, SAMPE.
All right, congratulations to our friends at both Airtech and UAMI, and thank you for your continued contributions to the industry. Next, we're going to look at the Delmonte Award for Innovation Excellence. Hey, Jerome, I was wondering if you could share a little bit about the award namesake itself, John Delmonte.
I'd love to, Zane. Thank you. So John Delmonte is one of the very, very first pioneers, one of the very first innovators in the composites, advanced materials, MP community out in the West Coast. He started 2 companies, one being Delson Mattel Slab. He's also authored several books, many of those that in the community, like myself, use those books on a daily basis. He's a true innovator and inventor, has over 20 patents to his name. and really was one of the very first SAMPE fellows to recognize that important position. So being recognized with the Delmonte Award for Innovation is truly the pinnacle of the advanced composites community. So
Yeah,
look forward to hearing
that's
who the results are.
certainly an impressive background and a true honor to whoever it's bestowed upon. Hey, Tim, are you ready to hear a little bit about the award recipient tonight?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get at it.
Developing the world's strongest short fiber composite material that can form complex geometry parts is a tall order. It must have demonstrated high fiber volume fraction material with full continuous fiber property translation and in-plane extension, allowing complex geometry forming at comparable rates to traditional metal stamp forming. The material can stretch up to 50% without losing material integrity, allowing net shape preforming and stamp forming of complex geometries. The aligned material can be manufactured with thermoplastic or thermoset resins for composite forming processes. The advantages in the marketplace is direct metals replacement in rapid, low-cost forming and recycling with high-performance composite properties. No composite has ever demonstrated this level of forming without the need for high pressure, long cycle times, or part consistency with net shape blanks. The tailorable universal feedstock for forming material technology will provide market value to the composite industry by revolutionizing the use of short fibers in composite applications. Congratulations to this year's Delmonte Award for Innovation Excellence winner, the University of Delaware Center for Composite Materials. Accepting this honor is Dr. Jack Gillespie and the University of Delaware team.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jack Gillespie. I'm the director of the University of Delaware Center for Composite Materials. It's with great honor that our team from the University of Delaware is receiving the 2020 Delmonte Award for Innovation Excellence. This effort or innovation was funded by DARPA approximately 3 years ago, and the grand challenge was to produce an aligned short fiber material that could be formed at automotive rates into complex geometry in a single step. I'd like to acknowledge my team members who are co-recipients of this award. They include Dirk Heider, Nick Shevchenko, Sridhar Yarlagada, Alex Vanarelli, and John Tierney. So this effort was indeed an overall team effort. A little background about the innovation. As I mentioned, it was funded by DARPA, and it started with evaluating mechanisms of filament alignment at the tabletop level, and over the course of the program evolved into a fully automated pilot scale facility capable of making large quantities of the material as either thin ply or standard area weight prepreg, or blanks for rapid forming of the technology. The key requirements were to achieve an alignment perfection capable of getting 60% fiber volume fraction and equivalent properties to the continuous fiber material. Our mantra for the program was to achieve aerospace performance at automotive rates using this novel material and process technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, well done, University of Delaware, home of the Fighting Blue Hens. I got to tell you, that's one of the coolest mascots that I've seen. And interestingly enough, the mascot's name is UD, University of Delaware. And I think we actually have a picture of UD with us tonight. How about that? That's a cool mascot, am I right? All right. Hey, congratulations again to the University of Delaware. Hey, earlier in the year, SAMPE introduced a virtual series that garnered great accolades and received over 15,000 views. So as our first real kind of foray into the virtual delivery of content, we were really happy and impressed with how it performed. And, Tim, from your position, being involved with SAMPE for a long time and in a leadership role, curious to get your thoughts on, what resonated about the program and why it performed so well.
Sure. Thanks, Zane. So I think, content delivery is one of the most challenging as well as the most important of what SAMPE does. As you said early on, this year has been a roller coaster of a year. SAMPE's mission is to deliver technical content. So we have relied on face-to-face transactions for this delivery with all our conferences and technical programming. COVID made virtual content delivery a must. I think the reason why it did so well is one, the convenience of it. So it's available to a lot of people all over the world, kind of right at your fingertips online. I think it was timely with COVID, with several of our conferences either being canceled. SAMPE Seattle were canceled. We had to do a virtual CAMEX. So I think the timeliness of it was also well. And, I touched a little bit on the accessibility. It opens up to a whole new gamut of our customers all over the world being able to access our content 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it's certainly a different world that we're living in. And a big part of it, right, as the kind of recognition goes, is they were outstanding technical papers. Yes. All right, yep. So let's take a minute and look at the outstanding technical papers, and also to thank the technical committee for their contributions.
The technical committee is comprised of 5 very talented professionals. Larry Ilsewicz, Federal Aviation Administration. Dr. Jennifer Fielding, Air Force Research Laboratory. Scott Hulskamp, University of Dayton Research Institute. Dr. Tim Pruin, Air Force Research Laboratory. And Pete George, the Boeing Company. With over 90 final technical papers in this program, these next 3 submissions won the Outstanding Technical Paper Awards. This award is presented to researchers who put together well-written, interesting, and groundbreaking technical papers that have addressed critical areas of importance to the composites and advanced materials industry, from business, applications, and research perspectives. The 2 winning papers tied at second place are A Holistic Approach to Composites Quality Using Artificial Intelligence-Enabled Automatic Inspection by Scott Blake with Aligned Vision, and Tailoring Epoxy Foam Properties with an Innovative Process Approach Using CO2 as Blowing Agent by Simon Kaser and Christian Kuhn with Comprise Tech, and Christian Bethke and Volker Alstad with University of Beirut. Winning first place is Compression Molding of Complex Thermoset Laminates by Travis Adams, Timothy Lucini, Jared Hughes, Stephen Shuchuk, Adam Martinez, and Gail Hahn with the Boeing Company. Visit nasampe.org to view all SAMPE Virtual Series technical papers.
Yeah, hey, truly outstanding, and congratulations to the winners, and thank you to the technical committee for upholding the standards of SAMPE and technical excellence. All right, so the SAMPE chapters are really a cornerstone of our community and an integral part to our overall success. And this year we're introducing a new recognition that honors and promotes the chapter of the year. So Jerome, could you tell us a little bit about why this award was formed and the importance of it?
Hey, thanks, Zane. SAMPE, we have a very active awards committee run by Eric Schmid. We're always looking for ways to recognize and promote our SAMPE members. And SAMPE is all about relationships, building the technical relationships, the local outreach. We have over 22 professional chapters in North America, including 1 in Canada and 1 in Mexico. These chapters help tie together academia, business, this industry, the collaboration process, which I think SAMPE is well known for. We wanted to recognize the chapters for those contributions and doing innovative things. In addition to this award, we also have a very active chapter relations group. So if a chapter in California, like the LA chapter, has a great idea, they can share that through the chapter relations with other groups so that we learn together, we better, and provide more value for our membership base.
Yeah, it's this tremendous way to kind of activate within the SAMPE community and really kind of be a champion and a conduit to all we do. Yeah, I do know that it was a very competitive field this year. So let's go ahead and see who's going to be recognized.
The winner of the SAMPE 2020 Chapter of the Year is Utah Professional Chapter, Dr. Andrew George, George Hansen, Jason Carling, and Ginger Chin. Accepting this honor on behalf of the SAMPE Utah Chapter is Jason Carling.
Hello, SAMPE community. My name is Jason Carling, and I am the chair of the Utah SAMPE chapter. We have recently been informed that our chapter has received the inaugural SAMPE Chapter of the Year award, and we are delighted. I would like to give special thanks to the previous executive board and to the current executive board and team who have made this award possible for our community. One of the greatest things about involvement in SAMPE is the community of people that it represents. People with common goals and desires, people that are interested in advanced materials and in process engineering for the success of all of the different people that are in this community. For me personally, I've been involved in SAMPE and in advanced materials and process engineering for most of the past 30 years. And I can give great thanks to the SAMPE community for help in my programs, my projects, my individual jobs, my career, and in my life. With all of this support, how could you not be successful? We at the Utah chapter would like to give thanks to all of you for this award and for making it possible. Thank you again.
Congratulations to Utah for winning the inaugural Chapter of the Year award, and kudos to SAMPE Baltimore, Washington, and the SAMPE Seattle chapters on their honorable mentions. You have all contributed greatly to the SAMPE community.
Hey, congratulations again to Utah and really all the chapters that participated and put in applications. Like I said, it was a very competitive field, and the work that the chapters do is amazingly important to SAMPE and the whole community. Jerome, what are your thoughts?
Hey, cool thought there, Zane. And talking about John Delmonte earlier, I mean, one of the great things about chapters is you meet the brightest and best and pioneers in the field. Hey, the Utah guys actually have member number 24, Don Adams, and I think all the other chapters have similar pioneers. Go to those meetings, meet these local folks, get mentoring. What's a great opportunity. So support your local chapters, please.
Yeah, definitely. Member 24, that's just crazy. I don't even know what member I am, but it's way up there. So that's impressive. Thousands. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Hey, so let's take a look at the young professionals.
The SAMPE North America Young Professionals Emerging Leadership Award recognizes the achievements of select young professionals, meaning anyone who has graduated from university in an engineering or science program and is also under the age of 35 at the time the nominations are due. The 2020 winners are Sana Elias, Aris Composites; Chanel Flores, State of Utah Governor's Office of Economic Development; Professor Lessa Grunenfelder, University of Southern California; Melissa Jamie, Vertilis LLC; Professor Bo Jin, University of Southern California, MC Gill Composite Center; Professor Kun Fu, University of Delaware; Justin Massey, Naval Air Systems Command; Dr. Jeremy Moskowitz, Solvay; Dr. Krishnan Velaswamy, Cape Lab, South Dakota School of Mines; Dr. Danning Zhang, Whisk Aero; and Thomas Zimmerman, the Boeing Company.
Wow, what an exciting and diverse list of young professionals. I believe SAMPE's future is bright.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of seeing the impressive lineup there, it creates a lot of optimism for where the organization is going and where the industry is going. And so the one cool thing is hopefully we get to share the stage with those folks in Long Beach and really give them the recognition that they have earned and certainly deserve. All right, next up is the Mort Kushner Award for Lifetime Achievement. But before we get there, I want you to grab your phone, open your calendar, and enjoy this quick commercial break.
The SAMPE Conference and Exhibition is coming home to Long Beach, California, starting May 24th through 27th. Come meet the exhibitors, influencers, and industry peers that we've only seen virtually for the past year. There's plenty of space, safety protocols, and a lot of warm sunshine to keep us healthy, happy, and productive. Mark your calendars now, May 24th through the 27th. And we'll see you in Long Beach.
All right, I gotta say my calendar is now officially updated, so I am set for Long Beach. I will be there. Next up, we're gonna go into the Mort Kushner Lifetime Achievement Award.
Formally named the SAMPE Space Award, this award honors those who have dedicated exceptional service to the society, promoting the ideals of SAMPE extending over many years. And tonight, SAMPE is honoring Sylvia Smith with the Mort Kushner Lifetime Achievement Award.
Now, gentlemen, I know this next recipient has a special place with each of you. So as we kind of go into the Mort Kushner Lifetime Achievement Award, I thought the best way to really honor and recognize tonight's recipient is through a story or maybe a particular memory that each of you would be willing to share about this individual. Tim, do you want to start?
Sure, I'll start. Thanks, Zane. So Sylvia Smith, she was the glue for many years of SAMPE. Things just happened with Sylvia, and you wondered how things were getting done. You get an email, a list would be updated, and it all tracked back to Sylvia. It just happened. Her attention to detail was probably one of her best skill sets. She can tell you kind of what you had to eat at a board meeting 20 years ago. She would have it documented someplace. So with that said, Sylvia, thank you from all the current and past members of SAMPE, and congratulations on receiving the Mort Kushner Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, thank you for that, Tim. Jerome.
Hey, come on, Tim. We're all advanced materials guys. You need to use like adhesives or resin, not glue, okay?
That's right.
Just move.
Bad choice of words.
And I'm sure that you got stuck with this too, but the old SAMPE bag stuffing routine. So we're all volunteers. We've all actively supported SAMPE. I can remember many times of showing up early and helping stuff those bags before conferences, and just a great time to informally talk with the staff and kind of see how things are going. I remember those days the best.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm still kind of laughing about the glue comment, Jerome. So that's perfect.
Hey.
Yeah, listen, from my perspective, just coming into SAMPE not long ago, you can really see the path and the standards that have been laid out by Sylvia, and they're tremendously big shoes to fill. And if we can kind of use that as a benchmark and strive towards that, we're going to be successful for a long time. So really, hats off to Sylvia in this honor. The Mort Kushner Lifetime Achievement Award is tremendously deserved, and I'm going to stop talking now and let's hear from you, Sylvia. Congratulations.
First, I want to mention how happy I am to have lived long enough to receive a Lifetime Award. In 1993, I started working for SAMPE. I didn't even know what SAMPE was. Little did I know, it was the start of a 27-year career. A few years later, I ran the first bookstore at a technical conference in Seattle. I've traveled and worked 68 SAMPE events. So many wonderful memories working for the executive cabinet, past presidents, board of directors, tutorial instructors, committees, members, students, and of course the staff. What was my greatest experience? For my 20th SAMPE anniversary in 2013, the Japan chapter invited and hosted me to visit Japan. I had never traveled abroad. For 2 weeks, we traveled throughout the beautiful island with our personal guides being Japan members. I will be forever grateful for that very generous gift and vacation of a lifetime. I retired on Friday, March 13th of this year. That Monday, California, which is where I live, was mandated to stay at home due to the coronavirus pandemic. What a perfect time to retire. Thank you for allowing me 27 years in the SAMPE family. I treasure all the relationships. Thank you, Greg Belko, the former CEO, for making SAMPE a great place to work. In closing, I extend a very special thank you to the Global Board of Directors for voting me this award. I am truly honored. With all my heart, thank you very much.
Hey, congratulations again, Sylvia. Super well deserved and a great honor for everything that you've contributed to SAMPE. Tonight's final recognition is to bestow the honored designation of a SAMPE Fellow. The Fellow Award is a prestigious recognition of a SAMPE member for his or her contributions in the fields of material and process engineering. It is a high honor, and Jerome and Tim would love to hear from you just on, I guess, the significance and the prestige of being designated a SAMPE Fellow. I'll let you guys fight it out to see who goes first.
I'd go first, Tim, if that's okay with
Sure.
you. Is that all right?
Go right ahead. Yep.
Hey, the SAMPE Fellow is a global award, really. So you're recognized worldwide for your contributions to the M&P community. You're a leader out there. If you go to the SAMPE homepage, you can actually find a little bio on all of our SAMPE Fellows. Extremely interesting, extremely diverse. And these are guys you can meet at conferences, you can meet at local meetings. They're people that write books. These are very famous folks, and they're an asset and a valuable thing to all of our membership base. So well done. The biggest honor you could actually achieve in SAMPE. And you get the little F in front of your SAMPE membership name. So well done, guys.
All right.
I'll just add a couple comments there. Being a SAMPE Fellow recognizes individuals' extensive contributions to the M&P industry. And I think in simple terms, their life has been entrenched in fostering, promoting, and being an advocate for our industry. So, if you get a fellow award, you've been a lifetime SAMPE member or just entrenched in SAMPE for a long time.
Yeah, it's truly an honor that really strengthens our whole community by the contributions made by these individuals. We have 3 recipients tonight that are being designated SAMPE Fellows, and I can't wait to hear from them.
Our first fellow is certainly a pioneer in the development and application of thermoplastic, high-performance fiber-reinforced composite materials into today's commercial and military aircraft industry. As the known international leader in thermoplastic technologies, he has also been the teacher and mentor for numerous young engineers, scientists, and budding students desiring to learn his skills in thermoplastic technologies. Even a brief review of his patents, his lectures, and his publications, one sees a more extensive list of actual thermoplastic composite structures in production and flying on numerous aircraft. SAMPE is proud to introduce Arndt Offringa, SAMPE Fellow.
So good morning, and thank you very much. I'm very honored to receive this SAMPE Fellow Award. So thank you very much. As a teenager, I was fascinated by composites, learning to build model boats just with some fabric and resin and a mold. And after my aerospace studies, I joined Fokker, and I was fascinated by this new technology. And the new technology was thermoplastic composites in the late 80s. A material that you can change shape just by heating it, and you can remelt and, for example, weld together. And it's fascinating. And I've spent most of my career leading teams to develop new technologies and applications with this thermoplastics material for the aerospace market. And it's been an incredible adventure, and it's not over yet. In the early days, it was pioneering and fun. For example, we went with a group to Schiphol Airport with a VHF camera to film the cargo handlers loading an aircraft, roughing up our thermoplastic floor panels in an aircraft. Today, it's much more professional, and my dream for this technology is for it to truly break through and be applied in a huge way in aerospace. And early in my career, I felt the urge to publish and to present this technology. and I've had the pleasure and honor of presenting many times at SAMPE conferences, at TAMEX, and it's been a big joy to share what I've learned with engineers and students. So I'd like to thank people. I'd like to thank my fellow SAMPE members, in particular in Europe, for nominating me. I'd like to thank the SAMPE Fellows Committee for selecting me. And in particular, within SAMPE, I'd like to thank Scott Beckwith, who has always been a big support on the technical front and stimulating and inviting to present and to speak and to share ideas. I want to thank the people I've worked with as a team, my colleagues, as well as people at customers, suppliers, research centers, and government. And for our breakthrough innovations, I owe a lot to the fantastic team and to our management at Geeken Aerospace. And in particular, I'd like to thank my right-hand and left-hand guys, John and Jaap Willem. And finally, a huge thanks to my wife, Johanna, who is here today. And Johanna, please join me here in the picture. Yeah, and so the idea was to travel to SAMPE events together, and we did a couple of times, but we have a large family, and oftentimes Johanna has stayed home to take care of the family. So thank you very much for this. And well, everybody, thank you very much. Thank you.
Our next honoree is renowned for his exemplary work with composites and plastic materials across a wide spectrum of automotive and aerospace technology applications, and has been active in promoting SAMPE advances through his extensive research in applying these complex materials to everyday applications. Novel technology advances with LFTD, DSMC, HPCRTM, and HPIRTM methods with thermoplastics, coupled with new process machine technologies, have significantly advanced various industries. Automation and applications of thermoplastic composites within automotive markets has been one of his major contributions. SAMPE is proud to introduce Professor Dr. Ing Frank Henning, SAMPE Fellow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored to receive prestigious recognition for distinguished contributions in the field of materials and processes by the Fellow Award. Many thanks for this acknowledgement. I'm a passionate composite engineer and had the pleasure to work with outstanding people all around the globe. Through my research center here in Germany, in Asia, in America, in our field of composite manufacturing, with focus on process technologies, material development, as well as the improvement of virtual tools to predict the performance and the processability of this wonderful class of anisotropic materials. I joined German chapter, I guess 20 years ago, as a member of the board, as vice president, being responsible, I think, for the most interesting job, the student thesis awards that are given to the best students in our field to recognize their creativity and their scientific work. It's a great time working with composites to create sustainable solutions. Looking back, I think it was my customers and companions who provided me with the foundation and the framework conditions that allowed me to achieve this impact in our industry. Applied research, close to market applications, supported by a strong industry, is in fact the best boundary condition an engineer can dream of. Yes, I was and I am blessed. It means a lot to me to receive this award from SAMPE, which is not only a home for my profession, it's a platform for exchange of knowledge and a source of inspiration by its big international family, providing a continuous learning experience, learning from many members of our community at numerous events, such as the conferences or our summit in Paris. SAMPE builds bridges between nations and continents and enables the exchange of information to improve understanding of different markets and different cultures. We have common challenges to face in the future, and luckily our material can contribute quite significantly in finding sustainable solutions. Imagine 2/3 of all the innovations being made are based on material innovations. So This award means to me recognition of what has been achieved, but at the same time, motivation to continue with the same dedication and passion. Let me end with an appeal to our young people. Be passionate, dedicated, enthusiastic, committed, but also humbly willing to serve. SAMPE needs your enthusiasm and support to keep this spirit alive and to continuously renew and adapt. So we count on you. Again, I want to thank all the people who enabled me to receive this prestigious award, which is an honor and makes me proud. It means a lot to me, as I mentioned a couple of times. I'm proud to serve our society and to serve our industry. Thank you, SAMPE. Thank you for this great honor. You cannot imagine how I regret not being here together with you to celebrate. But I hope to see you in future in good health in a post-pandemic period, which we are all striving for. Thank you. Bye-bye, and best regards from Germany.
Our final honoree deserves this recognition for his notable contributions to the society. He demonstrates strong leadership, volunteering for numerous local and national positions. He is an industry leader in composite materials, processing, and recycling technologies. Additionally, tonight's honoree inspires and develops future engineers, scientists, and SAMPE leaders. SAMPE is proud to introduce Pete George, SAMPE Fellow.
Hi everyone, Pete George here. Just wanted to say a few words about what SAMPE means to me and being in the fellowship. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to the committee for the recognition, and also thanks to my local chapter colleagues, Ashley Tracy, Mohammed Azdamu, and Matt Wynn for their hard work putting the package together. And also thanks to Boeing and their strong, sustained support of SAMPE over the years, starting with Mort Kushner and John Hoggett, who I had the pleasure of working for, along with Sylvester Hill, Bill Avery, and Tia Betzentoll, who have all played strong leadership roles within SAMPE. And finally, thanks to my family for excusing my absence during SAMPE evenings and being all in to help host local chapter crab feeds out here on the patio at our house. I just want to say it's very gratifying to be recognized by SAMPE for my 30 years of participation in SAMPE and with focus on high performance materials for aerospace applications. To me, SAMPE really means a lot about learning both at the local and national and international level through events and participation. But over the years, it's also meant a lot for making connections through those conferences as well as social events. And further along, exposure personally to a more national and international crowd through participation with papers as a panel member and moderating panels, and also through donation, gracious donation by SAMPE of exhibition space at the 2017 Tech Conference to highlight emerging recycling carbon fiber applications and technologies. And then finally, education through my part in participation in tutorials and other events, both local and national. And so I look forward to continued meaningful SAMPE participation as a recognized tech fellow to further advance sustainable industrialization of high performance composite materials across both science and engineering and education scales, and for mutual member and industry benefit. So I hope the video turned out well, and look forward to the virtual banquet. Thanks, everyone.
All right, what a distinguished class. Congratulations again to all the fellows. Before we pull the final curtain, I just wanted Jerome to share a few words about the awards program looking forward. Jerome?
Hey, thank you, Zane. at the awards, it's all about our membership base, right? So we just recognized the 2020 candidates and award winners. Awards are open now for calendar year 21. So please go to the website, think about nominating one of your peers or one of your workmates, and help us support this process for the next year.
Yeah, thank you, Jerome. You know, this has been a special evening. It's been an honor to me to share, I guess, the Zoom screen with Jerome Berg and Tim Shaughnessy. Thank you for your leadership. Congratulations again to all of tonight's winners. Have a fantastic evening, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thanks, everybody. Stay safe.
All right, cheers.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations again to all of this year's award winners.